from the 80s with my hat like this. That's how I've been, man. You know? Might want to wait until
Yo, you already know what's going on. Outside looking inside, surviving prison. We got Mighty Rock. We got Mighty Rock today, y'all. Go ahead and introduce yourself. Tell the people who you is.
What up, man? You know me, I'm Mighty Rock, man. Motivational speaker, spoken word artist, life coach, mental health, first aid specialist, and a lot of more things, bro. You already know.
How long you been home?
Been home 4 years, 3 months.
4 years, 3 months. So how was that transition for you?
Well, it hasn't been easy, but using the principles that I learned when I was away and learning how to apply them now that I'm home, it makes the transition easy for real.
How long did you do?
All together, I set up in there 28 and a half years.
28 and a half years, that's a long time. So a lot of people think if you did that much time in prison, then you would come home a certain way. And so for those people, what you got to say? And that certain way would be like bad, like you really mush brain, you institutionalized, you really want to be able to aggressive, right? Want to be able to function right out here, and things like that.
Well, with me, it wasn't about what everybody else thought about me. It was like, come out here and apply the things that you know how to do. You know what I'm saying? And I had to learn those things of what I know how to do while I was locked up. So I practice what I preach right now.
Right.
So that made the transition that much better. And a lot of times I associate things that I can't understand out here with what I understood in there. So it makes that even better. I learned like that. But it ain't been easy.
Right. All right, so you said you did 28. What was the biggest hurdle that you had to face coming home?
The biggest hurdle I had to face coming home, really believing in people that don't even believe in themselves.
Okay.
So what I'm saying by that is believing the stuff that people saying and telling you, and thinking as it's gonna be like when you was in a joint where word was bond, that if your word ain't shit, you ain't shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Out here, they word ain't shit, they ain't shit, but they gonna keep telling you that shit. You know what I'm saying? And it's up to you not to believe.
Right. No doubt. All right, so this is a question that a lot of people want to know. Doing that much time, how do you feel about coming home and getting into a relationship?
Ooh, that's been a good one, because I've been in a couple since I've been home. And a lot of times, what you set in the prison and envisioned as a relationship is not what's going on out here. You know what I mean? It's not that you were so far out of touch, because I had a female in my life almost my whole bit this last time. You know what I'm saying? So like, when I came home though, I found out that women don't really want a relationship. They want to be a dictator in a dictatorship. It's all they way, none your way. You please them. That's what it's about. And that's just selfish on the female. You know, that's just what I found.
Okay. So how did you navigate through those situations?
I'm still on the water, bro, navigating.
So it's right.
Like right now, I want to pursue this one female. We've been getting down since about June, as far as building a relationship. But just like I say, man, it's not her fault, my fault, or whatever. It's just people trying to learn people.
Right.
And if you're not giving 100%, then it's not gonna work. It's not gonna work, man.
For sure. You do spoken word. So how long have you been doing that?
Oh man, I did that at least for 14 years. But I remember doing it before that. I'm gonna tell you like this, man. I probably started doing poetry when I was like 4 or 5 in church. Like the Easter speeches, learning the Easter poems. My mother had me doing that.
Okay.
And I didn't even associate that until I came home. That's why I like poetry.
Okay.
You know. But yes, sir, I does spoken word poetry.
So, okay, so can you give us some poetry, something good?
Before I do, Fatty, what's the name of your show?
Outside looking inside, surviving prison.
Outside looking inside, surviving prison. When we sat inside that box, we understood that we was living life, but really this not living. I mean, my bunkie, his feet smell so bad. How bad does it smell? It smelled just enough for me to tell him, you got to get the hell about this cell. Man, you don't know nothing about walking the yard. You don't know nothing about mean mugging, acting like you hard. And this is the worst part, when you got a corrupt prison guard. You trying to go to the parole board, and he trying to stand in front of the door like the guard. Poetic.
No, that was dope. That was dope, man. Appreciate that. So if somebody wanted to tap into you and because you're doing a lot of good things out here, how could they reach you if they wanted to see some of the stuff that you're doing, some of the poetry that you're putting out, and the things that you're doing in the community to help?
Well, like right now, you can Google my name and you're gonna see amazing stuff. You can Cardell Belfort, that's CARDELLBELFOURE. You can go on Google and you're gonna see amazing things by PBS and other situations. Then you can go Words Are Power by Mark Fleming on YouTube, and you can see a lot of my story and see some of my work. But man, I'll be playing at a theater near you before it's all over with. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's how I feel about it.
You mentioned your Words Are Power, and I got one of those T-shirts. You still got those shirts?
Well, I'm into getting some new inventory for this year.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go different pastel colors, some for the ladies. I'm gonna try to get the shirt, dresses for the ladies, and do some bigger business ventures with that.
Yeah, definitely. Let me know when that touch down. I mean, I'll wear something on the show, promote it, let the people know how they can get them because it's a dope shirt. I like it. The Words of Power.
Yeah, for sure.
So yeah, that's dope. So too, going back, you did 28. Was that straight?
No, I did 10. I was out for a year and a half. I went back and did 4.5. I was out for a year. I'm gonna put it to you like this here. From 1989 to 2020, I was only on the streets 2.5 years.
Do you have kids?
Yes, I do.
How many kids you got?
I have one son and a grandbaby.
One son and a grandbaby. So, how was that relationship? Like, you being in and out of prison like that. How was your relationship with your son?
Well, really, you can't really build a relationship with your child if you in and out of prison system. Yeah, your child could come see you. He could know who daddy is and all that, but you can't build a relationship of being a father while you're sitting in prison. Okay. Especially when I left, my son was 2 months old. When I come home the first time, he was 10. By the time he 11 and a half, I'm back gone for another 4.5 years. So when I come home the next time, he like 15, finna be 16. We done lost that. You know what I'm saying? And them the most impressionable years of his life. Okay. You know, from the age of 1 to 16. The most impressionable time in your life, bro. After that, you got to get back out here because you becoming to be a young adult. You know. Mm-hmm. But we done bridged some of that gap just by me being on the streets before going on 5 years.
Okay, so what's the best thing that a person that's incarcerated can do for themselves in order to come back out into society and be successful?
First, they got to change their behavior. And the behavior starts in the mind. You got to change your mindset. That's the best thing a person can do, is change their mindset. And if they don't change their mindset, you're not going to change it all. Because if the mind's still the same, your mouth can say anything, bro. Once you get tired, you will know you're tired. And you'll know you're ready to change.
For sure. Okay, so somebody asking, how are sex offenders and child molesters treated inside a prison?
Well, it depends on where they at. Because when I was down in Ross, they was real serious about what they call chomos, the child molesters, and them sex offenders. One incident, they moved one of them into my cell. I didn't know what bro did, whatever. But as soon as he got there, the officers told the Aryan Brotherhood that this what dude was. They came to me and said, we finna go run dude up out of here. He ain't gonna be on our block. He a chomo. I told them don't touch my stuff, man. And when I came up there, I was still single man cell. They got rid of me because they don't play that.
So what's some of the things that used to happen to them?
Man, some of the most horrendous stuff you ever want to see. They will beat them boys down and stick some up their butt with a stick up their butt, man.
Right. When I first got locked up, like this was like my first day sitting on the pod watching. I was seeing them like clockwork. They was going to a cell every like maybe 45 minutes or something. One person be on one side of the door holding the door and open the door, and the other person that had a little, you know how they used to give us the little milk cartons?
Yeah.
And they pee and put feces and boo-boo in it, right. And they used to be flinging it in there on them.
And then, a lot of times, them dudes go from being sexual predators to sexual prey.
Right, yes.
Well, they got to go ahead and join that community of gay folks because you don't know how to act out here in society, and that's how they treat you. And they want a reason to do that anyway, they freaky self.
Yeah, they want a reason. You give them that reason.
Niggas freaky as a ball of night crawlers, boy.
Freaky as a ball of night crawlers. Outside looking inside, surviving prison. You already know what it is. We up in here with Mighty Rock.
For sure.
We up in here with Mighty Rock. We in Mike the Barber Shop. So you hear them clippers. He back there getting busy.
Y'all know he got busy. Y'all see.
Y'all see. Mighty Rilla.
For sure.
You already know outside looking inside. Good looking out, big dog.
Ain't no doubt,
man. Be safe.
I appreciate you. You be safe,
appreciate you, man.
All the success in the world, King.
Too,
hey,
man.
We made it.
Ain't no doubt.
You ain't made nothing, bro. I made it. Man, I ain't got nothing. Man, they made no white baby.
That's what.
They ain't made no white baby.
What's that you got on the Kango?
Yeah, this definitely a kangaroo.
Turn that baby to the side. Let me see that kangaroo.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been rocking these like this here forever, man. I flip these puppies up into any kind of hell I want them to be.
Hey.
You know. Yeah, for sure.